Welcome to another episode of KnowBS Podcast. And today I got a special friend of mine that's in the building. And we was like, you know what? Since we're here to do a branding shoot today, we might as well podcast. Because, you know, she comes in quite often to get all her stuff slayed and knocked out. You know what I'm saying? She has many titles. She does many things, from fitness to hair, to entrepreneurship, everything to motivation, speaking to people, educating people. This is my one and truly friend, none other than AKA Magic. What's going on?
What's up? I know that's right, baby. It's funny that you said that because I did a session on last week, and I always introduce myself as Magic, but then it hit me, and I was saying, you know what, y'all, I'm Magic, but if you've never been touched by magic, then you've never been touched.
Say that one more time so they can get that.
If you've never been touched by magic, then you've never been touched.
That's facts. She got skills. Y'all. So what you been up to?
Nothing. I'm getting into me now. I'm more on self-care. Because we're so busy that we tend to forget about ourselves. So lately I've been promoting self-care, and like today is self-care because my birthday is coming up December the 9th. I am excited.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna push everything to the side. I even canceled my fitness class on today because I got to take care of me. Because if I'm not full, I can't pour into anybody.
That is true. And how important is that? That's definitely important, especially to a lot of people, because I know you're busy. I'm stay busy, and sometimes we forget to decompress. And when we don't decompress, we get compressed to a point we don't want to be bothered. We can get depressed. We can get anxiety. Anything can happen. So I think that's very important to do self-care, and you hit that on the head.
Yeah, it's very important. And one of my cousins, she asked me, she was like, Keena, what happened to Magic with Mondays? And I didn't give her a clear answer because I didn't want to put it on social media. But I am big on mental health awareness. And the reason why I didn't do it because I didn't have nothing to give out. And so I had to regroup, refuel. So I'm gonna come back with Magic with Mondays, but you got to take care of yourself because you can't pour into nothing if you don't have it.
That is facts. For all y'all that don't know what Magic for Monday is, explain it to them.
Mondays with Magic is a 1 to 2 minute inspirational clip where I remind you of who you were created to be. Because in times we forget, I even forget. But guess what? I have to touch myself sometimes. If I didn't, I wouldn't be Magic.
You're killing it. So how the entrepreneurial life going?
The entrepreneurial life is going well right now. I was talking about this the other day. I made a post and said that be prepared for your overflow, because if you're not prepared, it will overtake you. And recently, entrepreneurship like to overtook me because, we oftentimes we forget what we say, and when we put words in the atmosphere, we give them life. So with that being said, I said it and then realized I said it, and my world just took off by storm in a positive way.
Right.
And so like now my life is going into a new direction. And I always say, write the vision and make it plain. And it's written down, but now I am actually stepping into it. So this is a different part of entrepreneurship that I'm ready for. I'm in preparation to do my first pop-up shop salon in Winder, Georgia. My silk press are going worldwide. One lady in Africa told me today, can you come to Africa? And I was thinking about all those shots I would have to take. But hey, if it take me there, I go.
I think it's worth it. I haven't been. I wanted to go, but them shots bothered me too. I was like, yeah, we about to set this up. We going.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get about 5 or 6 shots. And I was like, for what? I don't want to get shot to go over there.
I don't like shots. I don't even like my allergy shots. But we got to do what we got to do.
I take them every Thursday.
I go every Monday.
Yeah.
And I get 3. So I'm like,
I'm with you. I get 32 in this, so I'm the one in this.
I'm like,
And I'm
buddy,
sitting here like, and I got to sit there for 20 minutes. It's horrible.
it is.
It's horrible. I don't like them allergy shots, man. So how is the silk press irons
Man,
going? I seen it online. I was like, I want to support you, but I ain't got nothing to press. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
man. I was in the lab about a good 6 months,
Right.
creating those that tool. But what we're talking about is the Touch by Magic flat iron, y'all. It's a titanium flat iron. It goes up to 480. And it is amazing. I love how the negative ions in the iron makes the hair shiny and silky and sleek. And not only that, I have the Touch by Magic hair care line. I made the line with silk press in mind, and it's 4 products. They work hand in hand, and with the iron, it's just a masterpiece. And I just, I was like, I got to invent or create something that I would use. And not only that I would market to the people, because for so long, I've used flat irons that burn your hair looks dry and brittle, and I didn't want to do that. So my task was to solve that problem. What tool can I create to help with that add shine to your hair, that don't burn your hair, that leaves your hair sleek, silky, full of bounce?
Full of bounce.
Yeah.
So I know you definitely heavy in the hair care industry. So there's this new show. I don't know if you saw this on Hulu, where the celebrities are talking about hair, and I guess the trials and tribulation they go through here. And since a lot of celebrities starting to sell product, right? So my thing is, they never went to school for it, right?
Right.
But they educating people about it based off of their experience. So how do you feel about celebrities that never really went to school, but they taking he say, she say, almost like a YouTube education type vibe or approach to the situation?
Well, I have mixed feelings about that. Because I went to school. I also been an educator, and I take it by heart. And I'm always encouraging the new generation, because the new generation are taking cosmetology, slaying these weeds. They taking it by storm.
Girl.
And they're going to a lot of classes to get certified, but they don't have their license. And my thing is, when you have you can still do hair, but I encourage people to do it the right way. It don't take, in a private sector, it's 9 months at most. In a technical college, it's 18 months. That's not long at all. And the good thing about the technical college, it's not as expensive as a private college, but you don't have to take the core classes. So I would say get the education behind it, so that you have the education as well as the experience coupled together. But I really have mixed feelings behind it. But I started at the house too. And so I was doing trial and error. But once I went to school and learned the knowledge, the terminology, even with the color chart, I've gotten so good at color, because I would have never in my whole life thought color was made from red, yellow, and blue. And you got all these different colors.
Right.
But a lot of people walk out the house with green hair because they don't know what color to neutralize the color that they did. And now they got green and don't know how to fix it. So they just run and put black on it. And then they create a whole nother disaster. So I would suggest you go to school,
right?
Learn the color chart, learn your primary, your secondary, your tertiary colors, because it really matters.
I'm with you on that one. I just saw an episode probably a week ago, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I'm heavy in the beauty industry, period. So when I be seeing stuff like that, I be like, well, I've seen a lot of education going on.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this show, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't what I've been in enough classes. I know I can color hair if I wanted to.
Right.
I know the chemical, but nah, y'all haven't been there. So that's what made me ask you that.
And I never seen the show, but and sometimes when I be on social media, you're strolling, I see a lot of celebrities coming out with their own hair care, and I do be like, well, have they went to school? Do they know the chemistry behind it? Have they did trial and error? Because like even with me before um the chemist will get, I probably got on the chemist's nerves when I was coming up with my hair care line. Um and but I've been in the industry 15 plus years, so I know what works, I know what don't work, I know what heals. Now people are going back to healthy hair.
Right.
And not good hair, but healthy hair.
Yeah.
So it's a difference, and then eczema has taken us by a storm because we have dry scalp and it's awful. So that's a major issue. So I wanted to combat the issue with my product line, and it's really helping, and it's taking Washington County and other states by storm.
How did you come up with like the hair care line for dry skin?
Well, you got to see what properties that offset the dry scalp. Because with dry scalp, it's really not curable.
Right.
But you can treat it. So that's what I did. I added some of the properties like peppermint, tea tree. So those are some of the things that would help treat dry and flaky scalp. But what people don't know is those type of chemicals will dry your hair out. So you need to go back in and add a moisturizer to your hair. And see, a lot of times, even with the doctor, with my eczema, they gave me a shampoo to treat it, but they didn't give me nothing to add the moisture back. So it left my hair dry and brittle.
Right. Shoot, I know I need some because I'm starting to thin out at the time. I try to let it grow as much as I can before I get a haircut, just so I can feel a little life into it.
Look, the longer it grows, it start curling up and covering up.
That's what I be going for. I be aiming for it. So one of my kids get out, they be like, boy, just let it go.
Yeah, I would say just let it go.
My head too big for
Like,
that.
look, like Elsa, let it go.
They be trying me too. I'll be like, man, my head just too big. They be like, well, when you do get it cut, it look low. I'll be like, yeah, whatever.
Let it go.
I'm gonna try one day. I don't know how I'm gonna look with a bald head.
I think it'll look nice. Yeah,
so?
You got the head for it. You need to see what Alicia gonna say. She gonna be like, baby, listen here.
Everybody say let it go. I mean, I
think you should try it.
I might. That's what I'm afraid of, right? Because my homeboy cut his hair bald. Now, he used to grow hair, but then he started thinning out at the top. But the moment he cut it bald, it stopped growing.
I don't think it'll stop growing. I mean, it shouldn't. As long as you got blood running through your body, it should grow. I think you should try it.
Yeah, he got me nervous because once he cut his just like, it ain't came back. I'm like, yeah, I'm scared of that. So you definitely heavy into fitness. Why is fitness so important to you?
Fitness is very important to me. My dad passed from lupus.
Right.
And one time I got sick. Not only me, my cousin and one of my sisters got sick. And they were having aches and pains in the body. And the doctor really couldn't diagnose the issues they were having. So lupus is near and dear to my heart. So I want to stay as healthy as possible. And just in case it happens to me, I want to be proactive.
Right.
But I believe in being physically fit because I am an image consultant, and I tell people when you feel good in the inside, you feel good on the outside. When you look good on the outside, you feel good in the inside. So I think it's a total makeup. It's what you eat, it's what you do to your body on the outside, and then once you put on the makeup and the clothes, all of it just wraps up in one.
So just wrap up in one. I'm aiming for that one day.
It's a total image, but I've learned that you got to keep at it. If you fail, start over again. The next day is a new day. Don't beat yourself up. I have cheat days, but I believe that you can't be successful if you don't have a cheat day every now and then. And I tell my people, now I know if they're not ready to cheat.
Right.
I be like, you're not ready.
I think that'll be me.
Yeah, but I'm that engaged when I do my training sessions. I know if they're not ready or not, because sometimes it's hard to jump back on. And like with me, I think it's funny that I always get super serious in December. Like I get super serious in December, but I wonder why I wonder why I always do that, but it just worked for me. So when the summer roll around, I'm in the dough.
December is the month where all the food come around.
Right.
That's the right time to get serious.
Right. And like this December, they was like, we don't want dressing and all that stuff. So we gonna have steaks and salads. So I'm be ready.
Oh yeah, you're getting that's a good balance of protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at this house.
I
From Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's, it's going down. All the cakes, all the parties, all the macaroni and cheese, all the ham. Well, I don't eat beef and pork, but
I tell people during the holidays you can indulge. And a lot of times we want that taste. We don't want to overindulge. We just want that taste for the moment.
Right.
So I get that taste every now and then. And I'm going to do it to keep it moving. And we got to learn to stop beating ourselves up about it.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is, but it's a new day. Just eat it and keep it pushing. Like for some odd reason, I've been eating gummy worms lately. And they are good, but I get the expensive gummy worms. I can't think of the name of them, but they about $3.
Gummy worms?
Yes.
Mine's the M&Ms.
Okay.
Lately.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even eat candy like that. But and it's hard for me to go like the sugars once I start working out. Like I've been working out at 5 a.m, right?
Okay.
So as long as I'm working out, I don't think about the K's, the Debbie snacks, or none of that. So it's hard for me because whatever, like the C4 that I take and the protein shakes that I take, so it's hard for me to take sugar because my body don't allow it. But the moment I do, I ate 2 M&Ms on Halloween. I don't know why I did that.
It's over.
Because I was passing the candy out, and I was like, I'm passing out this good candy. And them kids were making me mad too, because I'm like, yo, this bag costs $15. You're going to grab 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They grabbing 5. By the end of the night, I was left with a lot of M&Ms. So now when I edit or I'm sitting there working on the computer, I'm just popping M&Ms. So I need to let that M&M go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's killing my body.
You just got to form a healthy relationship with M&Ms and just say, okay, we're gonna break up for a moment, and then I'll see you later.
Oh, you gotta talk to me?
Yeah, sometimes because I be like, I love Reese's sticks.
Okay.
And if you ever want to see me smile, give me some gum or some Reese's sticks. You got me.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Lord.
But I have to put them to the side sometimes.
I need to learn how to divorce my candy.
Yeah. No, you ain't got to divorce and break up with it.
Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. So how did you come up with the pop-up shop?
Well, it was a vision that I had in the past. But I posted one silk press and I went to sleep. It probably had 13,000 views. I woke up, it had 580,000 views. So then I was getting questions about where you located. I mean, all over where you located. I'm talking about all globally. And
right.
I had this lady. She was like, "Oh my God, I missed it. I'm about 2 hours and 15 minutes away. Is there any possible way that you can squeeze me in?" And I thought, well, if she think that much of me to drive that far just to get a silk press that is only probably going to take me 45 minutes to an hour to do, I'll do that for her. And she asked me what would I be willing to come and do the pop-up salon. So this will be my first one. And, we talked about it and conversed about it, and we got it in the works. So this will be my first pop-up, but I don't hope it's my last one.
I never participated in the pop-up because I didn't know how it worked. So can you explain to me how
so I had to find a salon.
Okay.
And she's actually being very vocal with the owner. So I really haven't did much leg work. We found a salon and she has all the people already. So I would go set up in their salon and offer my services.
And then how do vendors, do you have vendors come through?
Well, since it's not my salon, what he does, anybody can come in, rent a spot or whatever. If vendors want to set up, they can come in and set up or whatever. But I think he's getting more towards just letting his place be a pop-up place, because that's just like an Airbnb. You in and out. and this residual income, because you don't have to be there to make that money, and people coming in and out. It's a revolving door.
Are you planning like traveling, like doing a pop-up shop, or is like education involved?
I don't know if I would do education. I think in my future I would love to travel and do silk press one-on-one courses, or not even just one-on-one, a group course.
Right.
Because I love silk press. I love doing silk press, but then also I could see myself educating people on doing silk press, because like I like to call my silk press a hard press, because a lot of people are scared to pretty much get to the root of the hair. And you got to be like, one of my clients told me that when I silk press her hair,
Right.
it was too straight. And I said, too straight. I never had no one to tell me that their hair is too straight.
Right.
She said it was hard to manage. So, majority of the people want straight
I was gonna
hair.
say they do want straight hair, right?
Straight
Okay.
hair. But she was like, it's too straight. So she still comb bi-weekly. She just come in to get a shampoo, a deep conditioner treatment, blow dry.
I ain't never heard of nobody saying
Yeah.
that.
And she comes faithfully for shampoo, deep conditioning, blow dry, put it in a ponytail. She's out the door, and when she need her trim, we do her regular trim.
Oh, wow. That's the first.
Yeah, it was a first for me.
So what inspired you to become the entrepreneur that you are today?
Whew. Well, my dad, when I was young, I used to braid hair. A lot of people don't know that because I don't braid hair anymore. But my dad was my force to being the entrepreneur I am today. I remember when I first started braiding hair, he told me maybe every 4 or 5 months, he said, you going up $5. And I was like, Dad, I'm not going up. I said, everybody else is not charging that. He said, well, I'm going to teach you your worth.
Right.
So my daddy taught me my worth. And then it was funny because my mentor, I have a mentor in Texas, and she was like, only you know your worth. And she said, but it's going to come a season where you have to weed out everybody. And she said, those that's going to come to you are going to come, and those that are not going to come. And she said, but you know the value that you add to your service or whatever. Right. And she was like, what could separate you to make people want to come? And so she left me with that question, and I had to decide. And all of that has pushed and propelled me into entrepreneurship. And I want to leave a legacy. I don't have a kid right now. I got 3 god kids, and I have a dog. So if I have to leave my legacy to my 3 god kids and my dog, I will. But
I don't mind being adopted, by the way.
But that's pretty much it. I'm leaving a legacy. And my dad being my push in the beginning.
Right. Yeah, I do find it hard finding your value in things, right? And it was a wedding that I did, right? Maybe 7 years ago. So the lady booked me, and I thought my price was high. Because I really thought my price was high until her bridesmaid started talking. So I'm back there, we getting the behind the scenes, getting the video of it. And she said, and she was like, oh, I'm glad she chose you. And I was like, because she got me on Wedding Wire. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. She was like, I told her to get you while you cheap. And I was like, what? She was like, because I told her you're going to be up to $5,000 or $6,000 real soon. Get you while you cheap. And I was like, really? Really? So just that statement alone, I had to go back and like reevaluate everything that I do. So now I raise my prices. Still don't know my value. So I'm dealing with other people. And now I'm getting, especially when I got into like the corporate world, and now I'm in this beauty industry world. And I'm looking like I'm starting to see invoices from other people. Like now I don't even have to give out prices. People send me their invoices in their budgets. And I'm sitting here like, now just 2 years ago, this right here, I would have charged $1,500 for it. But I got an invoice for $9,000 for this. So now it's hard for me to go backwards, like, because it took me a while. Right.
And it does be hard. It does be hard to go back. But I think those are growing pains.
Yeah.
Those are growing pains. But I think as we emerge into all the new changes, like inflation and all that, you have to consider all that. Just like with me, a lot of stuff went up for me recently. So, you know, it was a price change. And the thing about that, you know, sometimes I be wondering, why do we have to announce the price change?
Right.
Mercedes don't announce their price change. Honda don't announce their
That's
price
funny because I
change.
ain't never announced it. I just put it on the website.
Right. But like with me, I'm like, okay, the prices are gonna go up or whatever. But I'm over that because like my mentor said, if they're gonna come, they're gonna come. But I know I do things with love. I do things with my heart. So I'm leading with my heart. So if I'm doing your silk press, baby, you're gonna leave touched.
Right.
So
By magic.
right. So it's like it's value. I'm adding value.
Right.
You're not just leaving with a silk press. You're leaving with value. Like you said in the beginning, I'm gonna inspire, I'm gonna educate you, I'm gonna inspire you, and you're gonna leave uplifted. So it's not just about the price, it's about what I can offer you. How can I solve the problem for you? And you know, because people say we wear many hats. No, we don't wear many hats, we wear the hat.
Right. Be hat. Yeah. And I think I still find it hard too, because it'd be like family and friends and people you work with before, and they be like, well, that wasn't what I be like, you know what? Let me hold on, let me think about it.
And so you know how I am. I'd be like, "Ooh, just tell me the price. If it's too high, it's too high. I save up. I just believe in paying people their worth. And if I don't have it yet,
Right.
it's not that I'm not going to support them. I wait till I get it.
Right. And see that's just been tough for me. Not lately, because it's to a point now. It's like it is what it is. You holler at me, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You go to the website, don't call me complaining, because I had that happen several times. I made a skit about that. You know
yeah, like woo.
But yeah, I found it hard personally, because me dealing with folks that I deal with, and then you always get them new customers. You be like, oh yeah. I really don't, but I really want your service, but I really can't afford it. And I'd be like, you know what? Well, one day you will. Because I had to learn when I started working with other folks outside of the community, they not questioning nothing. That's like, that's your shit. Here you go.
But that's a true saying that it's a true saying that strangers will make you rich. Strangers will support you.
Right.
And it's crazy because I'd be like, why not my people? But hey, like these strangers all over the world support me. They don't know me from a hill of beans, but I'm grateful.
Right.
I am so grateful.
I think that's more important too. I think because locally, or people that know you, I think they spend more time. Hey, man, I know you. You remember when I did? You remember when I group, and remember this group, and remember that group. And you're like, you know what? I don't want that type of support. And I found it better for me, like as I started traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Load up my phone.
Oh, go ahead. You can answer. Ooh, boy, you ever just wake up in the middle of the night, or you just come home from the club and you're feeling hungry, don't know what to eat, but you want to try something healthy and you want to try something that's going to be good? Man, I suggest you try this caramel popcorn that I got from Good Life. And if you're looking for something that's going to be satisfying, soothing, and relax you from a long day, and it's not killing your calories or messing up your health, man, go to getgoodlife.com and try these caramel popcorns. I'm telling you, not only is the popcorn good, hold on. Boy, let's talk about these cookies. We got peanut butter and chocolate chip. I know some of y'all sitting at the house wondering like, dang, I wonder how it tastes. Don't wonder. Go get it. Go to getgoodlife.com and don't waste no time, because I'm telling you, you think one cookie good, wait till you try the other cookie. Sitting at the house fiending for them. You'll probably order some more. So I suggest when you do go to getgoodlife.com and you're ordering these cookies, don't order just one. Order like 5 or 6. It'll do you justice. Save yourself the headache and waiting, because they do ship around the world. So no matter where you at, order it. Hold on, but I ain't finished. Hold on. For all my healthy people that's out there wondering what this is sea moss. And not just regular sea moss. It comes from St. Lucius farming sea moss. Like, yeah, you don't get no better than that. The name St. Lucius alone tell you that it's some good shit. You get what I'm saying? It tell you that it's some good shit. So when you go to getgoodlife.com and you trying to get healthy and well and want that good sea moss, this is where we at. So not only we got the sea moss, we got the popcorn, and the cookies. But I ain't finished that. We got one more thing I'm going to introduce. I'll come back later with the rest of them, but I want to get these gummies out the way. Hold on. I'm sorry. I lied. We got two more things to talk about. There's pain relief for all y'all athletes like me that used to play ball, that wake up with joint pains and wake up with numbness in the leg or the arm. A matter of fact, some of these old folks, it's to a point I'm old enough to tell y'all. I woke up the other day, leaned out the bed, and I sneezed. And when I sneezed, it felt like I threw my back out. My back was sore for a day or two. Until I rolled over, I told my wife, please spray me with this. Pain be gone. Once she sprayed with that pain be gone, took nothing but 5 minutes. Man, I was able to get up and stretch and move normally. But before that pain be gone hit my back, I was a wrap. Like, I just laid back in the bed and couldn't believe what was going on. My body was hurting. But after I hit my back with that pain be gone, I hit myself with this good time sleep gummy. Because I wanted to go back to sleep after that shit because my shit was hurting. So I took that gummy, laid down, relaxed. Like I said, when I woke up, couldn't tell it even happened. So once again, shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to getgoodlife.com is where all the good shit is at. So you can have a good life. Why wait? You can do it now. Don't wait till you're having a miserable life to have a good life. We can have a good life right now. Yeah, when I started traveling and then traveling with these certain groups within the hair industry, and I'm at all these shows, and I'm gonna tell you when I start seeing my value. Like, I went to IBS, California.
Okay.
So I'm in IBS, California. I walk in, and now I'm walking to different booths from people that I haven't seen in a while or people I dealt with. So as I'm going to each booth, I'm like, oh, that's my design. Oh, that's my design. Oh, this is my design. Okay. Let me go count how many booths in here. Let me see what my percentage in there.
Right.
And 4% of the graphics and work that was in there was mine. I was
Wow.
4%. And IBS is really a lot of Mexicans, Spanish, Asians. Not too many black people there, but it's more so a diverse crowd. Right. And I was like, I got 4% up in this game.
I am here.
Right. I need to get up to 10 now. So yeah, that right there showed me the value versus people that I had worked with in the community, not even just our community, but people I work with locally. It's hard to know your value when you're locally because they say they moving the brand, they say they pushing the brand, but you don't see them at the shows. You don't see them marketing it. They might market it for a day or two and then they stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, is that really worth my time for you to put it out there and then you quitting 2 or 3 months later? I need people I can work with for the next 5 or 10 years.
Right.
So my energy feels different. So when I know you're not going to make it, it's like, do I really put 100% effort into helping you or not? I mean, I'm going to give it my all regardless, but I'm really trying to build something future. Like, we've been working together for almost over 10 years now.
Right. So it's like, yeah, because I mean, people like, who's your photographer? And I tell them, Sean. And I just actually gave somebody, she a doctor, and I gave her your information the other day. But and then I'm big on loyalty, but what did it for me, I didn't know you from a hill of beans. And I said, hey, this is what I need. Can you make it happen? And you did. Like, you brought my vision to life, and I knew I was all over the place with it. And you made it happen. And we've been on this journey for a while now.
Yeah, we have. Well, it's been a journey. We still moving forward though.
And that's a good thing. Both of us have grown. Both of us have left the corporate world and went full-fledged entrepreneur. And you went first. And you were like, girl, you better come on. You better quit this. And I was like, I don't know, Sean. I got to wait for the right moment. But I think when I jumped, it was the right time.
Wasn't it a relief?
It was. And now I see sometimes I be in awe because I be like, man, thank you, Father, because if I would have still been on those people's job, man.
You'd have been stressed out. You would have been mad that you feel like other people were moving in front of you. Then you would have got I was driving myself sick.
Yeah.
It got to a point where I walked. If I got in the parking lot, I feel like I'm just gonna throw up. Like if I walk in a building, you know, and it's bad when everybody's voice get irritating.
Yeah.
And then I was in management, so now walking in the building, I gotta hear these meetings, my face, my body, and I can't hide my body language. I should be like this. Sean, you okay? I'm fine, but I mean, that's all we got. It's the same shit every day. I'm ready to go.
Right.
And I was like,
but it's been so freeing. And entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
No.
But it has been very, very, very freeing. These last couple of years, man, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I mean, but I feel like, and people think I don't work, and it's funny. When I'm at work, I'm at work.
You know, that's a misconception too, right? Because a lot of people think when you're an entrepreneur that you make your own schedule. What they really don't realize is every day that you don't wake up early, you're firing yourself from the job that you be on. And then the 9 to 5, you ain't got to do 9 to 5. You're right. I don't have to do 9 to 5. I'm doing 6 to 12.
Exactly.
So that's a misconception. But the thing is, when you're doing it and you're in it, it's fun because it's your baby. You're growing it. You're giving it life. You're bringing freedom to yourself,
right?
And you're inspiring other people that wish they can make the same move.
That's true. And not only that, I've learned here recently that because everybody knows it. The higher you go, it get lonely.
I was thinking that, hey, I'm not going. I was yesterday. I was like, hey, who can I really just call right now? I can call B, but beside B, like, who else am I really calling?
Like,
beside the inner circle, I can call you.
Yeah.
Anybody call you at 12 o'clock?
No, cause George gonna be like,
what Sean calling you for?
Get what I tell him when them coaches be calling him at 1 or 2 o'clock. If it ain't Jesus, you better not answer.
Right.
But yeah, it has gotten real lonely, but not only in that, I've learned how to navigate the loneliness because the mantra, no new friends. My thing is I want all the friends that I'm supposed to have in each season of my life, whether they stay or go, because you're
gonna learn something from them.
But 1 to 3 good friends.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. But I'm just learning how to navigate through it. And not take stuff to heart so much anymore. But it does get lonely. And I feel like more passion, more pain.
Right.
Like, because the more you get passionate about your stuff, your brand, it get painful because you're going to put your heart in it. And then when people see you put your heart in it, they ain't putting their heart in it like you putting your heart in it. So they start pushing away. And when people start pushing away, it get painful.
I found myself just pushing away naturally because I was so focused. And when people call me like, hey, let me hit you back. Because I'm so focused on moving forward that I'm like, yeah. And then when I wake up and be like, oh, why I ain't talked to this person about 4 months?
Because of you. And see, with me, I've always been a nurturer. So I'm always there for everybody. And then when I start being there for me, they start pushing back for me. And it was tedious. It's still tedious. I'm on this journey, but it is what it is, and I had made it this far.
Hey, we still moving forward.
You better know it.
That train ain't stopping.
Like I tell people, y'all better get in there.
But it was great having you on this episode, man. For everybody that know, let them know where they can find you at.
I am in Sandersville, Georgia. Sandersville, Georgia, located in town. Let me run that back.
In town.
I am from, because you can cut all that off.
Yeah.
I am in Sandersville, Georgia, 214 Minden Place. Mike's is on the front of the porch, and it stands for Magic's Image Consulting Studio. If you've never been touched by magic, then you have not been touched. So you need to come see me. And like I always tell them, get in there.
Yeah, that's another episode of No BS. We welcome Miss Magic to the episode, and we are out.
Peace.
Boom.